Aita for confronting my partner about cheating and finding out something worse. Hey Reddit. I 28M have been in a relationship with my girlfriend Mia, 26F, for about 4 years. We've been living together for the past 2 years and things were going pretty great, or so I thought. Recently, I started feeling like something was off. Mia seemed distant, didn't want to spend as much time with me, and was always on her phone. I thought maybe she was stressed about work, but it just didn't feel right. I tried talking to her about it a few times, but she always brushed it off. So one night I decided to dig a little deeper. I didn't want to be the kind of guy who snoops, but I felt like I had to know what was going on. I took a look at her phone while she was in the shower. I know, it's not right, but I was desperate for answers. I found something I wasn't prepared for. There were messages between her and a guy I didn't know. They were flirty and it looked like they had been talking for a while. It made me feel sick to my stomach, but I kept scrolling. Then I found something even worse. They were planning to meet up that weekend. She told him that she was tired of hiding and that she wanted to spend more time with him. I felt betrayed. I couldn't believe what I was reading. This wasn't just a one-time thing. She was actually seeing someone else behind my back. My heart was racing. I didn't know what to do. Part of me wanted to confront her right away, but I also wanted to be sure. So I decided to wait until the weekend and see if she actually met up with him. Fast forward to Saturday evening. Mia told me she was going to a friend's place for a girls' night to unwind. I knew she was lying. She said it so casually, like she didn't have a care in the world. I was furious but stayed calm on the outside. I decided to follow her. I knew it was crazy, but I just couldn't let it go. I followed her to a restaurant. She went inside, and after a while I saw the guy she had been texting walk in. My heart sank. I felt like I was about to explode, but I stayed hidden. They sat together, laughing and looking way too comfortable. I couldn't take it anymore. I snapped. I walked right up to them and confronted her in front of him. I said, "Mia, are you serious? You're really going to do this to me?" Her face went pale. The guy looked completely confused and Mia just sat there, frozen. I could feel the anger rising in my chest. She started stammering, trying to explain, but I wasn't listening. I just couldn't believe what was happening. She kept saying, "It's not what you think, I can explain." The guy was like, "I didn't know she was in a relationship, man, I swear." I wanted to punch him, but I turned to Mia instead. Then the worst part happened. Mia looked at me and said, "I was going to tell you, I swear. But there's something I need to tell you, and it's not just about him." I was completely confused. "What do you mean?" I asked, feeling my stomach churn. She paused and took a deep breath. I've been seeing someone else for months, but that's not the worst part." I was already breaking inside, but I needed to know. "What's the worst part, Mia?" She lowered her voice. "I'm pregnant and it's not yours." My entire world came crashing down in that moment. My legs felt weak. I didn't even know how to process what she was saying. I just stood there staring at her, unable to say a word. She kept talking, but I couldn't hear anything. All I could think was, "What now?" I was in shock. I didn't know whether to scream, cry, or just leave. I walked out of the restaurant, not even looking back. I drove around for hours trying to clear my head. I don't even know how I made it home. Now I'm sitting here in my apartment completely alone. Mia hasn't tried to reach out since that night. I don't know what to do. I can't believe she betrayed me like this. I loved her. I trusted her. And now I'm left with a broken heart and a mess I don't even know how to fix.